Starting off, we have Airmech, a Skyview real-time mech strategy game with a focus on PvP and PvE. Pick a mech and units that suit your playstyle, and stylize them to your liking. Play through a story mode, a challenge mode, and a PvP mode to receive new parts and units to augment your mech and your army. Next up, we have Chill Corner, a game about relaxation and decoration. Customize your character, pets, and your room to your liking. The level of freedom in this design game is pretty good, and it allows you to switch your music up with a lot of lofi tracks. So if you're a fan of lofi and that sort of vibe, then this game is perfect for you. Thirdly, we have Dome Keeper, a game about surviving. This game involves fighting off waves and protecting your home base. The goal is to protect your base, collect minerals from beneath, and upgrade your base and your mining abilities. It's pretty straightforward and pretty simple. It gets pretty intense with the time crunch in between waves and having to collect enough materials to survive each wave. Forager is a game, as the name might suggest, all about foraging. Hard to be outdone in that category, it involves a lot of foraging resources, unlocking new islands, and leveling up your character. It has a great progression system with the unlocking of islands. It has 103 achievements, and I would say roughly 20 to 30 hours of gameplay. Next up, we have Koi Farm, which is a game that's all about breeding fish. The game has a pretty repetitive gameplay loop, but it's a pretty fun game with great ambiance with the raining effects and the water effects. The game has a lot of different patterns and colors you can find on the fish, and that is the main goal of the game, to find new patterns and colors. It's a relaxing game, about 10 hours of gameplay, I would say. Definitely worth checking out if you have the money or time. Next up, we have Metal Dogs, a top-down dystopian world where dogs have been outfitted with heavy weaponry to fight against a wide range of monsters. This game has a satisfying combat and movement mechanics, with a decent selection of weapons and dogs to play as. This game is definitely a great time. It's very arcade style, but it has a very fun gameplay loop and definitely worth trying out. Robo Quest is a run-based game where you progress in weaponry and characters fighting in a fast-paced game similar to Overkill or Doom with the speed and combat style. This game is definitely worth trying out. It's a lot of fun to play, and it is multiplayer as well. If you have played one of those two games as well, you should probably check this out. It will definitely be worth your while. Um, easily has a long gameplay time because the game has a lot of different weapons you can get, and it's got random loot crates. It's got random perks that you can pick between as well, and a lot of different characters and things to do in the game. Superflight is a game that's all about flying around and reaching high scores by flying through tight areas or flying close to objects. Worry not though, there is a Zen mode where you can play the game more carefree and away from the competitive nature of the game. This game is really fun. I've been playing it a lot. It's one of the games that I go to a fair bit right now. It's a lot of fun if you want to relax or calm down, unless you're like me and if you're obsessed with getting a higher score each time you play. Next up, we have SYNTHETIK, which is a great game all about going through different stages. You get randomized weapon drops, randomized ability drops, randomized modifier drops. At the start of each run, you can modify the run's difficulty by different attributes like making the enemy stronger, faster, slower, uh, reflecting bullets, different starter weapon, different starter abilities, different classes. There is a lot of modification you can do in this game, and the player base is super friendly and very welcoming from what I have seen. Finally, we have a game that I hold dear to my heart called The Wandering Village, a survival strategy game that is all about managing your village while keeping Onbu, which is the creature your village resides on, alive. This game has a unique system of how it has a symbiotic relationship between your city, which is your village, and Onbu, which is the creature you live on. You have to choose between befriending them or treating them like a tool. And the way the game works is because you walk around the map, you will travel around and you'll be able to collect resources and explore the area around you and have choices you'll have to make between making Onbu like you and dislike you, picking up traveling wanderers to join your village, and deciding what you want to do from there. There's a lot of choice in this game, there's a lot of directions you can take the game in, and a lot of freedom. It's a great game when it comes to survival strategy management games, and I highly suggest checking it out. That's all of the games I have, and that's all I have to suggest for now. These games are certainly worth giving a shot. Please leave any recommendations you think other people might like in the comments, and any videos you think I should try to do or make, uh, please suggest them down in the comments. Thank you for watching. See ya.